Hello, everybody. This is still Bruce. Still in Little Switzerland, North Carolina. Beautiful sunny day. Hey, I decided to mix things up a little bit today. You know, you can hardly turn the TV on today and watch the news if you do without hearing about Charlie Boy Sheen. Good old Charlie, okay? So my topic today is going to be Charlie Sheen, alcohol, drugs, and prostitutes. You know, those three things, along with money, always seem to get people's attention. So, and I'm going to take the liberty to read most of this. It's an article I wrote, and since I wrote it, since I'm the author, I think it's pretty good. Okay. And I don't want to leave anything out because I think I had some choice words in here. So bear with me if you wish to continue. Okay? I'm going to ask you some questions first of all. What do you think? Is Charlie Sheen's behavior normal or is it abnormal? Do you respect him more or less after you've seen him on TV? Do you think that CBS was justified in firing him and canceling 2.5 Men or not? Do you think that Charlie should be able to conduct himself any way he wants to when he's not on the job, as long as he's able to show up at work sober and perform? And do you think that he has grounds for suing CBS? So I'm going to answer those questions as if I was answering them, which I'm going to be doing. Okay, normal or abnormal behavior. Having had my own challenges with alcohol and drugs, frankly, I believe that Charlie's behavior is perfectly normal for someone who's an alcoholic and a drug addict. Okay? Here are some of the characteristics: inflated ego, delusions of grandeur, better and smarter than anybody else, blame everybody else for his problems, judgmental, angry, verbally and physically abusive, unforgiving, vindictive, and can justify just about any kind of behavior. And lastly, his complete denial that his life, other than his financial situation, is completely out of control. So, normal for an alcoholic and drug addict. Do you respect him more or less after seeing him on TV? Well, I don't respect him either more or less. You know, frankly, I just feel sorry for him. The first step in AA, or any 12-step program for that matter, is admitting that we have a problem and that our life has become unmanageable. I denied myself for years that a lot of the characteristics I just read to you existed in my own life. And it wasn't until about 22 years ago when I hit bottom and realized that I was out of control and that my life physically, mentally, spiritually, recreationally, financially was a mess. And I came to believe over a period of time that a power greater than myself could return me to some sane behavior and to commitment and discipline and some responsibility in my life. And contrary to Charlie's statement about AA truly saved my life. And what it has given me is more happiness, joy, and freedom than I ever dared dream about. I won't say any more than that, other than the fact that by the grace of God and AA, I'm here today. How about CBS's decision to fire him? Do you think it was justified? Absolutely. His outrageous behavior during non-working hours reflects directly on CBS and the show and the negative impact on the public image of both. His outrageous comments about CBS and his boss are unacceptable, in my opinion, by any stretch of the imagination. And it surprises me. Some people just think that Charlie is great and love him even more. We're all different, aren't we? Okay, does Charlie have grounds to sue CBS? Well, I'm not an attorney, so the answer is I don't know whether he does or whether he doesn't. I suppose that based on a strict legal interpretation of the law, maybe he does have a case. However, I personally believe that there is a higher power and a higher law, the man-made law. And in view of his apparent lack of ethics and morals and values and integrity and character and honesty and his lack of respect for common decency, his lack of respect for drug laws, and his previous legal history, I would say that he's got absolutely zero grounds. But again, in the eyes of the law strictly, he may. So, in my opinion, the very best thing that could happen to Charlie would be for him to be arrested for cocaine possession with intent to sell, be sent away to prison for a good long time, and then as a condition of his probation, once he's released, be required to attend at least 6, probably 12 months of an intensive inpatient alcohol and treatment program. So there you go. You may agree, you may disagree. But that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. I hope you're having a great day. Bye.